So my understanding is that you've had 3 different products go on Kickstarter, that 2 of them were very successful, the PieBot robot and the technical alphabet book, is that right? And then there was another Kickstarter that you decided not to see to the end of the campaign, and I suspect that part of that might have had to do with the Shark Tank appearance, but perhaps not. Crowdfunding is the thing that everybody's talking about now, and I was wondering, as someone who found early success with crowdfunding, again, what advice specifically about choosing that modality for raising funds, how to manage that sort of a campaign, those sorts of things would you provide to those in the room?
Sure. So we ran our first campaign 2 years ago, and at the time, crowdfunding was still relatively new. 4 or 5 years after Kickstarter's launched, it's very different. The coolest thing about crowdfunding is, you talked about VCs and pitching and things like that, is it's all about how you present your video, present your story, show who you are, work social media, work those networks to get your story out there. And one of the amazing benefits is not only is it raising money to go into production for a business, a space, or a product, but in addition, you're reaching your customers directly, which is huge. You're reaching the people that you ultimately want that product to get into. So when we first chose Kickstarter, it was the largest platform out of the crowdfunding space as well. And in terms of actually getting started with that, it is very nerve-wracking, and we learned a lot from it as well. And so the biggest thing is developing that community. The campaign doesn't start on day 1, it starts 6 months before that. In prepping your page, prepping your work, reaching out to people, reaching out to news, media, lining all that up, being ready to answer any question that you can imagine. And then once you do go live, actually nurturing that community, maintaining that contact with these people who support you without ever having met you, and then also living up to the expectations that you met. And in certain campaigns have exploded, but they have a very quick timeline and a quick turnaround. You'll find some crowdfunders who are very supportive of you and patient, and others who aren't, and so you have to be ready to deal with that. Our first campaign, we met all our goals, and we overfunded the project, but we still managed to have everything delivered on time, which is something that I believe the majority of Kickstarters don't do, so we were very proud of that. And we plan on continuing to use it as a platform because it is such a great platform to spread your message. So the new product that I was talking about, the Fiat Lux wearables, the one that we did try to launch right around the same time as many things happening during the Shark Tank airing, is this new product. And so we're currently going through the process of prepping that and laying that groundwork before we get started.